kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. A first down carry for Barkley. Shrugs him off. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 8. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the Broncos' 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a giant first down. Now Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And the throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
And the Broncos' first down.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now Jones on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Giants on one play have taken the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Block now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down, Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides?
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, 54 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
It got his man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Lock going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Locke going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And Locke going to try and throw for it. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He did it again.
There we go, baby. There we go.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Block off of play action.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun, it's Locke.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Flush to his right. And Ingram hauls it in. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 34 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Jones escaping the pressure right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Booker, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Hamler now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Finding room at the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And this one is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw it is Locke. And Gordon's got it. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On play action, Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all. You're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
That one goes for 24 yards.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching it? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Touchdown, Giants! John Ross from 17 yards out.
And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they outline here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance to be. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 30, past the 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go